So the day has finally come. I've wanted to make this video for the longest time, and it's a hard video for me to make because I know it's gonna get a lot of negativity, it's gonna get a lot of people mad in the comments, but today is the day. The truth about blunts. But before we get into that, and trust me, I got some juicy deets, okay? I got some real good topics, content for this video, so stay tuned, okay? But before we get into that, okay, I just want to say thank you to everybody who supports me on Patreon. For only $1 or $2 every month, you can really help and support my channel with all of just the ad rates are terrible, okay? Let's be real here. My views are down, ad rates are down, everything's down, all right? So I really do appreciate that, man. And I have something even cooler about that in the works, okay? I'm gonna be attempting, okay? I don't know if this is gonna work, but I might make some videos, some secret videos on another channel unlisted, and then post those secret videos on the Patreon page and see if I can get away with that for a little bit. All right, so the truth about blunts. Man, I have to say, a lot of people are going to say I'm contradictory because I used to make the backwoods wake and bake. I love backwoods, dude. I absolutely love them. There's really nothing better than a good old backwood. You get one of these and it's just like the best thing on a hot summer day. You're hanging out with your friends. It's just such a social way to smoke. It's one of my all-time favorite ways to smoke, and it always will be. Here's some reasons why they're great. You know, why they're so great, why people do them all the time. They burn very slow, which is very, very important to a lot of people. Because, you know, not everybody has a lot of bud to smoke, and if you only have a little bit, you could put, I do not recommend this, but a lot of people put like half a gram or less into a blunt, and you could make it last a little bit longer. Another reason is they're very easy to roll. I mean, personally, I think they're a little bit easier than rolling joints. I think a lot of people get stuck on not wanting to smoke joints because they don't know how to roll them. But blunts are just way easier in my opinion. They just stick a lot easier. They don't just, you know, they don't fall apart. You don't just make one wrong hand move and all the buds all over the place. It's a bad time. And on top of it, when they burn slow, they hardly ever canoe. Canoeing is when you're smoking a joint or a blunt and it burns down one side unevenly. For anybody that doesn't know, they're great for that, man. Like it barely ever happens with blunts. And on top of that, they taste pretty good. You know, there's flavors, grape, vanilla, all sorts of flavors. And even if you got lower quality end bud, you could still roll it up and it'll still taste decent. And overall, when you smoke it, it just feels good. Okay, there's a lot of stuff they put in tobacco to make it feel really good in your lungs, and it just feels good, man. Let's get on to the real point of the video here. Why am I making this video? The truth about blunts. Because I feel like a lot of people don't know this information I'm about to tell you. I'm gonna start off with the most important point. Okay, probably the most important. Maybe one other one is going to be more important to you personally, but this is something I feel like nobody knows. Smoking blunts, you're smoking unfiltered tobacco. Like there's a reason they put filters on cigarettes, and when you're even when it's a backwood and you're unrolling it and you're taking the tobacco out, it's still a tobacco leaf and you're still smoking unfiltered tobacco, and it's straight up tar that's going right into your esophagus and down your throat into your lungs and just sitting there. No matter what anybody tells you, just because you take the tobacco out, just the scrap tobacco out of the blunt and then put weed in it, it doesn't make it healthy. There's nothing about it that's healthy. And my next topic, it kind of goes into this as well. It stains your teeth, dude. It makes your teeth yellow, it makes your breath nasty, can cause gum disease. Just overall terrible for your dental hygiene. And it's funny because the last time I was getting my teeth cleaned, the dental assistant, the person that comes in before the actual dentist, you know, when they tell you if you have cavities or not, the person who was cleaning my teeth, I told him, man, I told him that I smoke weed because he asked if I smoked because there's a little bit of staining in my teeth. And I'm like, yeah, man, I just smoke joints and stuff now because I used to smoke blunts, and he had told me he really loved blunts. And I'm like, dude, you got to get off the blunts. It stains your teeth. It's bad for your teeth. And he's like, what? I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. He didn't know. And let's just put this on the table because it's something we all know, okay? This is just obvious. It's 2019. If you don't know this, what are you doing? You're living under a rock like Patrick the Star. Smoking kills you, bruh. It causes cancer. Literally. So many different types of cancers, so many different types of diseases. That should be enough at that point, but let's just put that on the table. Here's a list of all the chemicals they add to tobacco. Had to put the pause in there because it takes a while, huh? There's like 900, dog. 900 chemicals in there. And you're probably thinking, oh, Cody, that's in cigarettes. It's the same thing. It's the same tobacco, bro. And now here's the point that scared me. Like, it really scared me into the point of not wanting to do it anymore. Besides the cancer, I think the cancer aspect of it is probably the most scary out of all of it. The way that tobacco is grown, and I can't say 100% if they still grow it this way. It would not surprise me in the slightest bit. But 40 or 50 years ago, they used to spray the fields with radioactive fertilizers when they'd grown tobacco. Radiation does not take 50 years to dissipate. It takes a hell of a lot longer than that. It might go down a little bit, but it takes a lot longer than that. So whenever you're smoking tobacco, you're literally getting radiation. You're breathing in radiation. And I was watching a video about just radiation in general, and you get more radiation smoking tobacco every day than the Chernobyl cleanup workers in Russia. Let that sink in, dog. Like, you get more radiation than the astronauts do in the International Space Station, where the fucking gamma rays from the sun are beaming through them. We have the atmosphere up there chilling, you know, taking the rays, but they just got a piece of fucking metal in a window, man. Listen, that's some scary shit. All right, that is some scary shit. And bottom line of the entire video, answer me this question in the comments down below. Why would you ever wrap a medicine in a poison? Now, I will say, I love blunts. I absolutely love them. On occasion, are they gonna kill you, give you cancer? No. I'm not stupid. I'm not completely closed-minded to the fact that people could smoke tobacco their entire life and luck out and not get cancer. But the chances, bro, the increased chance of all those diseases, is it really worth it? And another fact I have here, okay? This is very important, all right? This is very important. I personally believe that you will get higher if you smoke joints versus blunts. And this is the great debate. This could cause a war in the stoner community, this topic here. But let me show you this graph, okay? I have a graph here. I'm not looking at it, but I'm gonna draw it as I make the video. A lot of effort, okay? Listen. So this is you getting high when you smoke a blunt. It shoots up because you get the nicotine rush and the weed at the same time. It goes right up to the top, the highest you're gonna get from the blunt. And it stays there for a little bit, but then drops down dramatically. Every time that I'd ever smoked tobacco when I was smoking weed, it always kills the high quicker. Whenever I smoke a joint, it's almost like the high sets in a little bit slower, but peaks for longer and then slowly drains away instead of that immediate crash, almost like it was, you know, you're drinking a cup of coffee and then you're coming down from the caffeine. Let me know what you think of that in the comments down below, because I strongly do believe that if you get off the blunts and start smoking joints, you get higher. Because, dude, I get too high on joints sometimes, man. I get fucking blasted. I'm halfway through it putting it out because I'm like, damn, I'm stoned. Start thinking about things and get all paranoid. Dude, that is one of the reasons I really love blunts, because it's a really social way to smoke for me, because I love nicotine. I'm addicted to nicotine, so it's like a relaxing high. And on top of it, whenever you smoke blunts, especially to someone who doesn't smoke nicotine, you're increasing the risk of getting addicted to nicotine, addicted to tobacco, addicted to smoking in general. Just the act of smoking, you're going to get addicted to because it's tobacco and nicotine. And you're going to be feeling sick too, all right? Listen, you get the spins when you're high, it's because you're smoking too many blunts, bro. Homies in the UK smoking the popper bowls with the tobacco and the weed, you're getting sick. You wonder why. It's the tobacco, bro. Listen, I completely understand that it's hard to get out there. It's hard to get in other countries, man, and I feel bad for you, bro, but listen. You know, ask yourself, do you want the peace of mind that you're not inhaling cancer every day? I don't know. I just think it's personally worth it to smoke joints, man. If you want my favorite rolling paper, they send me rolling papers. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hell, I'll always be honest with you no matter what. Raw 1 1/4 Black Edition. This is my favorite paper ever. I'm sure you're thinking this is just some ploy to promote raw papers, and that is not the case. They've never paid me to tell you that I enjoy them. Just because they send me papers doesn't mean anything. They've never asked me to make a video. This is truly a video that I felt like I wanted to make to inform you guys, to educate you a little bit about some of the bad parts about blunts, because if I can make one person not want to pick up that blunt and start smoking tobacco and end up getting lung cancer one day, that'd be amazing to me, because I used to promote backwoods. I used to promote all this. I used to smoke hella blunts all the time in my videos, and I used to get Snapchats of people saying, oh, it's my first backwoods, thanks, Cody. You know, it's like, I understand that you have, you know, YouTubers have influence on people, but hopefully this video can influence you into not smoking tobacco, not smoking blunts. And hey, listen, if you still want to smoke blunts every day to the day you die, I'm not here to tell you you're wrong for it. I'm not here to tell you that I'm going to think any differently of you. I just wanted to tell you guys the deets, the info. Hopefully you enjoyed, man. I might throw this in the Stoner Tips playlist, just because it'll probably be a, a tip video, but I'm not going to title it Stoner Tips. Leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to support my channel other than Patreon, if that's not your thing, got some merch available, as always, Lifted Legends. I think I'm going to have maybe a different colorway of this or something coming soon, so let me know in the comments down below where you're watching the video from, and have yourself a fantastic day. Stay high, stay lifted, and stay snazzy. Peace. And I just realized that literally every single video I've ever made, I do that and I say peace. That's not a peace sign.